There's a reason your fuel bill is creeping up every single month, and it's not just the greedy oil companies or the geopolitical mess overseas. The truth is, you are likely burning an extra $300 to $800 a year because of tiny, invisible habits you've picked up at the gas station and on the road. I'm talking about micro mistakes you make every single week without even blinking. These aren't just myths. We're talking about real-world physics and chemistry that are siphoning cash out of your pocket. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where that cash is leaking and how to plug the hole instantly. And you'll want to stick around for the number one mistake, because it isn't actually at the pump. It's a driving habit that quietly drains more fuel than anything else on this list combined. First, the fast trigger mistake. Most people grab the nozzle and squeeze that handle like they're trying to win a drag race. Bad move. Fuel systems aren't perfectly stable under high-flow pressure. When you pump at maximum speed, you create agitation and vapor pockets inside the nozzle. The pump's flow meter measures volume, not just liquid. If there's vapor or foam in that stream, the meter counts it, and you're paying for air that never actually hits your tank. Use the lowest or middle notch on the handle. It takes an extra minute, but you get every drop of liquid you actually paid for. Next, the high noon refuel. Gasoline is stored in massive underground tanks, where it stays cool and dense. But as soon as it travels through the pump and the hose in the midday heat, it expands. Here's the catch. Your car's engine runs on energy density, but the gas station sells to you by volume. When the fuel expands, you're getting less energy per gallon. Fill up in the early morning or late evening when the ground is cool. Denser fuel equals more bang for your buck. Then there's topping off, the $800 click. We've all done it. The pump clicks, and you give it 2 or 3 more squeezes to round up the price. You are literally throwing money into a black hole. Modern cars have a charcoal canister designed to catch fuel vapor. When you overfill, liquid gas pours into those lines, soaking the charcoal and trashing the system. This leads to rough idles, check engine lights, and a massive repair bill at the dealership. When it clicks, quit. Don't fall for the octane myth. The premium marketing trap is one of the biggest scams in the industry. High octane doesn't mean cleaner or more powerful gas. It simply means the fuel is more resistant to knocking under high compression. If your car is designed to run on 87, putting 93 in it provides zero benefit. You're literally setting an extra 50 cents per gallon on fire. Stop playing the quarter tank gamble. Running your car until the low fuel light comes on is a death sentence for your fuel pump. Your fuel pump lives inside the tank, and it uses the gasoline surrounding it as a coolant. When the tank is low, the pump runs hot, leading to premature failure. Don't let it drop below a quarter tank. A $1,200 fuel pump replacement will hurt a lot more than a $50 fill-up. What about the post-pump phone check? We see it at every station. Someone finishes pumping, starts the car, and then sits there for 5 minutes checking emails while the engine idles. Idling is the only time your car gets 0 mpg. Modern engines adjust their fuel mixture dynamically, and right after a refuel, the computer often runs the engine rich to stabilize the idle. Start the car and drive off smoothly within 30 seconds. Also, watch out for the gas station launch. Don't pull out of the station like you're trying to win the Indy 500. For the first few minutes after a short stop, your engine's ECU is restabilizing the fuel trim. Pinning the throttle right out of the parking lot forces the computer to dump excessive fuel into the cylinders to protect the engine. Feather the throttle for the first 2 miles after refueling, and please, stop ignoring the free PS. If the gas station has an air pump, use it. Underinflated tires increase rolling resistance, which is a fancy way of saying your engine has to work twice as hard to push the car forward. This alone can slash your fuel economy by 3%. It's the easiest free fuel you'll ever find. But here is the mistake. Most people check their tire pressure after driving 20 miles to the gas station. Friction heats the air inside the tire, causing it to expand and show a fake high reading. Only check tire pressure when they are cold, parked for at least 3 hours. Avoid the dead gas station trap. Fuel has a shelf life. In stations with low traffic, the gas sits in underground tanks for weeks, where it absorbs moisture and begins to oxidize. Stale fuel loses its combustion efficiency, leading to carbon deposits on your injectors. Always buy from the busiest stations in town. High turnover means fresh, high-energy fuel. If the pump clicks off every 5 seconds, don't keep clicking it. That's a sign of a vapor pressure backup or a faulty nozzle. When you force fuel into a tank that's fighting back, you're losing a percentage of that fuel to backsplash or evaporation. Reposition the nozzle or find another pump. Never fight the machine. Then there's the short trip suicide. Using your car for a 2-minute drive to the shop is a fuel economy nightmare. Engines dump massive amounts of fuel to heat up the sensors and catalytic converter quickly when they're cold. On a short trip, you never reach optimal efficiency. Combine your errands. One 30-minute loop is significantly cheaper than 6 5-minute hops. Your trunk is not a spare closet. Every extra 100 pounds of weight kills your MPG by about 1%. If you're hauling around old tools or cases of water you haven't used in months, you're paying a weight tax at every light. Treat your trunk like a workspace. Only carry what you need for today. At 30 miles per hour, windows down is great. But at 70, open windows turn your car into a parachute. This creates aerodynamic drag that forces your engine to burn an extra 10% of fuel just to fight the wind. At highway speeds, roll them up and use the AC. Modern compressors are way more efficient than the drag of an open window. Finally, the #1 fuel killer, the lead foot syndrome. This is the big one. Most drivers are unstable, constantly speeding up and slowing down by 5 or 10 miles per hour without even realizing it. Every time you tap the brake, you are literally turning the money you spent on gas into wasted heat. Then you have to burn more gas to get back to speed. It's a vicious cycle. Aggressive driving and speed instability can trash your fuel economy by a staggering 30%. The fix is simple. Anticipate the road. If you see a red light a quarter mile away, take your foot off the gas now. Use cruise control on long stretches. And imagine there's an egg under your gas pedal. Don't break it. Saving fuel isn't about some miracle additive. It's about the person in the driver's seat. If you apply even half of these tips, you won't just see it in your bank account. Your car will run smoother and last longer. Now, I'm curious, which one of these are you guilty of? Drop your habit in the comments below. If this helped you see your car differently, subscribe and hit the bell. Knowledge is the only fuel that's still free. See you in the next one.